Hmm. Okay. Oh, that's what had this off. Hold on. Do I have to end stream? Yeah, I think I have to end it stream real. Yeah, I knew that. I should have known something was wrong. Okay, let's make sure these are both working again. They are working. Bot Rix is successfully joined in. I'd like to see that. Testing this. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's do testing. Okay. So I can't see messages here. Okay. Go. I messed up. Dang it. Dang it. I'm messing up right now. Tested it. It did not go here. Oh. Is that? Let's see. No, I shouldn't have it yet. Okay. Gotta wait a little longer. What up, Dizzy? You want to stream a little bit? I haven't streamed in a while. I actually got another video idea that actually popped in my head this morning. Of why the run, like whenever someone is trying to compare it to Street, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't get a high or low on it. It just reminds me of something else. Like the run reminds me of Ultimate Rivals. Can't shake the thought. Hoopland got an update. I'm gonna have to try that out. Oh, whoops. Again, I'm not here saying it's bad. Like, I really found the game fun. But it just reminds me more on Ultimate Rivals of what it was supposed to have been. Like, from the block animations, the steal animations. And the crazy part on that game, I don't think they had a layup on. No, they did have a layup. Or did they not have a layup? No, at one point in the game, like, it was something different about going to the basket. Either you couldn't lay it up or you couldn't dunk it. It's one of those two things. Couldn't block. I forgot. I knew that bothered me way back then, but no. Which again, not mad at it. Not mad at it. And I gotta change this again. I wish I didn't have to change this every time I get on the game. Accident closing it out. Ugh, now it looks all weird. Now I gotta fix this. Yeah, got that Baja Blast. I got two of these shirts. I didn't wear the other one. I bought two sizes. I bought a large and an extra large. This is just a large. I was like, oh, it's, larger than I thought. Oh. Or maybe real talk, I'm smaller than I thought. Could be that too. All right, let's move this here, this here. Hold on, I gotta. Jeez, man, you really have to fix this, fix this. There we go. Yeah, I was feeling the comparisons, and now I think I understand why that one game went away. It would make sense. It makes more sense to me now for how the run plays. I was like, okay, I'm just accepting it to what it is. Which I wasn't bothered before, but now it's like, oh, a whole lot more sense now. I'm cool with it. I don't even know if that game has shop releases, like shop forms. I'm not sure. But the dribbling aspect, like, gave me a reminder of it. Like, feeling like how much we was testing it back then. Kind of feels like we're doing that now to an intent, you know? And I was like, oh, okay. Not mad, not bothered, just not noticed. But I don't think we're ready to have that conversation. The left-hand one, I agree. The online only, you know what that reminds me of? What, not Ultimate Rivals. It reminds me of what Infinite Victory is trying to be. That's why I can look at it more. I'm like, bro. But then there's no microtransactions. Before, I remember Ben was really trying to figure out a way to put that MTN in there. You know, I need to figure out a way to have microtransactions in the game. Now I was like, what if you just let people buy the game? And there's no microtransactions. And then when they was talking about the court designs, it's supposed to be like a hub world. Infinite Victory is supposed to be somewhat of a hub world. A lot of things just match up, you know? That's why, like, I'm not even mad at it now, but it's like, now I see it from another perspective. I'm like, bro, it was supposed to go a certain way, and they made an adjustment. The game was supposed to be a certain way, and they made an adjustment. Oh, okay. But I'll be honest. Like I like, you know, I think that I always believe a game should be offline with online features. I will forever believe that. You can't make me change my mind. Right? Now that being said, this game is supposed to be made for online. Okay, don't like the idea. I'm still moving with it, but I don't like the idea. For it being an online-only game, and you have a game mode you can choose to play against all bots, my question is like, well, if the game was designed for online, which so was Infinite Victory, it was made to be online to steal microtransactions. This is why we're getting the game the way it is. And at some point, if they add online, that's great. But there's other games that we don't criticize that don't have offline. Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, 2K. Now people say, no, 2K has offline. No, you are signed online. You know what it looks like when you sign offline. There's modes you can't play. 2K is online. Now, if there was no online, if there was no mode for single player, like that's the difference for me. But supposedly they're gonna have that. Now again, you know, they talked about it, or they talked of it. They talked of it. That is different than actually talking about it. Want to make sure I say that right. They talked of it. So we don't know what that looks like. So you can put all bots, okay, but do you get experience though? You know, if he was acting for a custom character, which, I mean, a creator player, right? I'm for that. Hey, I'm just saying, we wanted that in Ultimate Rivals as well as Infinite Victory. We started to get an Infinite Victory, but it was not fully developed. It was having a hard time balancing. Not really experiences in the only. I think you missed something, so I'll wait it out. But yeah, this game was recycled from another game. No one's gonna know that. I mean, I'm just about convinced now how easy I was able to pick the game up and understand it. I was like, yeah, I played this before. Like I adjust to basketball games. Experience online unless there are about difficulty levels. Just think how the NBA is with gaining those reps in real games. Experience is only useless. Experience is only useless there are about difficulty levels. So if there's no difficulty levels, it's useless. NBA. The reason why I'm not going to compare it to NBA is because there's other games that were online only, like Marvel Rivals, online only. Look, 3-on-3 freestyle is online only. You can play against all bots in there. Again, experience ain't there. And I don't mean like experience like how long you played the game. I mean like a level up system. That's what I mean by experience, the level up system. And 3-on-3 freestyle doesn't have that. Whereas Freestyle 2 did have that. You can play completely against bots on Freestyle 2, and you can gain experience. Of course, it's a lot less than play against players, but you're able to. Dungeon Dynasty, you can play that. Supposedly, you know, with our bots. I don't know. I have not played. I can't tell you about that. Hello, honey bunny. I don't want to try to give information where I don't have information at. But yeah, 2K26, online only. In fact, I think. Well, let me correct. It's not online only, but it's basically online. If you're not connected to the internet, you lose modes and you lose styles of play. It's been like that since what? 18? I mean, we can argue 17 because if you go to 2K17, you play my career right now, you can't get Hall of Fame badges. I don't even think you can get gold badges. That's what makes me not want to play 2K17 offline now. August comes for 2K27, the cycle will continue. Yeah, and you can play that quote offline, but you gotta be connected online to play the offline modes. Like, does that make any sense? Like, I actually want you to think on that. A game that has offline features, but if you're not connected to the internet, you don't have all the features. Doesn't that make the game online? But at least you can say 2K27 has an offline. You can say that. I also say this to a AAA company that's making millions of dollars a year, where this game is online only. And I actually think I understand why they have online only. I've seen this, right? You'll have mainly offline. This happened for Diablo 3, right? You mod something offline. You play a while and you connect online. Because it wasn't connected online, the anti-cheat doesn't catch it. So a lot of cheaters came up from that. Now, I don't know how this company could do both. I'd be for it. I think that's the scary part. Having an anti-cheat be able to work while you can still be offline, then connect online and, you know, no one be cheating. But I really think that's how you get able to just cheat the systems easily. Because you can go offline, glitch it, have infinite money, you good. What's going on, Quick Draw? The game is okay. I'm getting some XP right now. I'm waiting for the 9th to play the run. And we're gonna have a whole lot of fun that day. I also have to make a video later on. Ooh, excuse me. It's gonna be an arcade basketball game. Something we have not had in a long while. I just want to make sure I stated this just in case we're not aware. I don't like any kind of sport game that focuses mainly on the online. Now I prefer multiplayer over single player, but I'm being understanding because I'm thinking like if an indie company said you're going to make an offline mode and then give you the online mode, that's a lot of money being invested. Would we pay for that at once? I don't think we would. That's something that just came back to me now. Like, would we pay for that? I know I wouldn't. I would not want to pay $60 for a chance of a game. I can't see myself wanting to do that. You want 2 players. Oh, have you had them? Right. We never get what we pay for. Yeah, that's you not wrong. That may sound like a joke, but he's not wrong. Not wrong on that. I should explain that. Most times when you're buying a game, especially not from an indie company, when you're buying a game, there's always gonna be something you may not want, but you have to pay for it. Example, I used to buy 2K every year. I didn't care about the My Team mode, career. Honestly, hard. Like I like multiplayer. I did not care, but I had to pay for all those features even though I didn't want them. Because if I didn't pay for those features, that means I'm not paying for the full game. And if you don't pay for the full game, you can't get the game. Even though I didn't want it. Oh wow, we got it. Okay. So from that perspective, you are absolutely correct. There's nothing up here. No. Did I miss something? I don't think I did. But yeah, you're right. Because I mean, I'm not here hating on 2K16. I could care less about the Spike Lee joint. I could care less about that story. I just wanted to play and see like what my matchups are bad against, and I can. Yeah. Music that got put. I don't need y'all to put in music that costs extra money. Nah, don't do that. Let me have the game cheaper. Now, is that wrong of me? Because I don't want them to put in extra stuff so it gets more expensive? Again, some of those songs legendary, but I didn't want to pay the money for that. If you could have gave me a $30 game that I could still enjoy it, give me a $30 game. That was the reason why for the run, I was like, hey, I don't need NBA players. Nah, we need this. We need this legend, not legend. No. You don't understand. Like, we as a consumer have to pay for that somehow. I don't want to pay for it. I don't want Michael Jordan. I don't want DeMar DeRozan. I don't want Shaquille O'Neal. I don't want none of them. That's not to be mean. I don't want to pay any extra money for it. I may sound cheap, but yeah, hey, look. Money's scarce out here, okay? Because I promise you, if it was like, oh, you want these characters, we'll make them for you, but you have to pay X amount. And then, like, if it's good, we'll give you a commission. Yeah, people wouldn't like that idea. It's only have to pay like $800 to get like a Shaquille O'Neal. Ooh, people be mad. If you manage to beat the B, oh, I have not fought the B yet. Wait, how do you know about the B? MC, how did you know about the B? We're not there yet, but how do you know? Did you play this game? Now that threw me off balance. I was not ready for that. We'll be there soon, though. I don't know if I beat that so-called raid beat. That thing hard for me. This code you was fighting a bee. Oh. Oh yeah, me and Rem was. I did beat it. It was not easy. But I remade another character for the server I'm in. Wait, where is that? Okay, that's over there. Ooh, look at the cute kitty. Is something down here? Hold on. How we living, how we living, how we live. Nope, not down there. But yeah, I appreciate you remembering the B. I appreciate that. I keep it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it. I need to spend it. Yeah, the game is a lot of fun. If you're a person who doesn't like playing with others, you can play this game. If you want to play with friends, you can play this game. This is being called an MMO. RPG with multiplayer. That's what it is. If you look at it from that perspective, then you go like, oh, that's different. Oh. I guess you can say picture this as like a Genshin Impact, I guess, without microtransactions. I think that's the closest thing I can get to that you'll be able to understand that part. Well, I guess you don't have to get characters too, you get weapons instead. But yeah, just the gameplay. We're not getting too much into details because just the game as a whole is. Ever seen anyone else in this game? I have. I've actually played this game with some other people too. Yeah, you see people typing down below. How are you? How are you gonna beat this enemy up some more? You missed. You just don't like single players where you have to log into some server? Oh. Well, this isn't I wouldn't call it single player. I mean, you can play this single player, but I'm in a open world right now. Yeah, as crazy as it may sound, a lot of games don't have microtransactions. If you play a bunch of games, well, how are they supposed to make money? I don't like those types of games as much, but if you're gonna play a free-to-play game, not expecting microtransaction sounds crazy. It's like a doctor going to school, you're expecting to work for free, but it costs him money. That doesn't make sense. It costs some money to hold that to have that license. It costs some money for any tools he's using for you. You know, everything that he's using or she's using, they're using, costs money. And then the practice they have took a lot of time and money to use. So it's like, that's expected, right? So when I look back at the game, if it's free to play, it's like, you have to pay for something. Something has to be paid for. That's why I just rather buy a game that has an upfront cost. Because then you may not have to worry about microtransactions. Well, actually, a lot of times you don't. Like when I was playing Need for Speed, you was like, oh yeah, I don't want to have to pay for it. There's no microtransactions. Pay for the game. Now 2K has that, sure. But they're built off of microtransactions. They're more like the exception. But like if you get any kind of non-AAA title, there's probably no microtransactions in it. Like you're probably looking at no microtransactions. In fact, I will state this. No, I gotta remind myself. This this will have microtransactions, but let me show you what the microtransaction consists of. So you see the shop right here. The skins. We can't buy them right now. But yeah, the skins. But yeah, like as consumers, we don't, well, as gamers, we don't mind microtransactions. We don't like pay to win. We don't mind if you have something in the game where you say, you can only get the skin from paying if you can earn it. By the way, what I just showed in the shop, I got it from the game. Day one, I didn't pay anything extra. Gacha games ruin my expectation of microtransactions. Well, I mean, to be fair, the reason why gacha games are the way they are is because people in China would pirate it. So they had to make games like that. So they go, it's free anyway, but you want more, then you go buy it. Even though I don't like it, I understand why they did it in China. Now, why did us in the West pick up these ideas while still selling the game? Hey, that's a whole other story. I have no idea. You have to ask these suits. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a little bit. I know a lot of bits. Like MMO, you'll pay like what's it called? You'll pay $10 to $15 a month, and mostly that's not worth it. Now, I'm not here to agree or disagree, right? What I am saying is, when you buy that subscription, you have access to everything on the game. It allows the devs to work on stuff. And with that being said, there's no microtransactions where you can't earn it in the game. Well, from that perspective, that sounds great. 15 a month, you can just play the game and earn everything on it. And you're playing it online, you're paying for the server to stay stable. And at the same time, you're getting a full game. Now, paying for that massive I don't know about that part. Right? I gotta tell y'all that. Wait, am I not blocking this? Oh. Man, I'm horrible at this block. But yeah, I'm not saying they should be just having everything cost tons of money. But like anything free is like they gotta make money somehow. But then not us in the chat, but like us as players in those gacha games, we were goofy enough to keep buying they raise the Now, someone say, well, that's why I didn't spend money. I was free to play. Correct. So you know what they did? Hey, we're gonna keep raising the price because these other people are gonna buy. We can still make money off these 1% that's gonna spend lots and lots of money. And voila. We ended up to where we are today with how free to play games are. Because I'm not gonna lie. When I was spending like $1, $5 for quote as a heavy microtransaction, I was cool with that. Zenonia, I paid what, $5? I got like every outfit on the game. I could do that. What, does she got either somewhere? But yeah, that's the situation we're in right now. When you go and play a free-to-play game, just know it's like that because the East was just constantly stealing games. But that is one thing I do wish us as consumers kind of changed. Not heavily, but kind of. We just didn't try to buy so much. Because of FOMO. Because there's a way to fight back. Say for example, even you say, oh, I don't spend the money though. Don't play that game. You see a lot of people spending money on it. If enough free-to-play players stop playing, the whales are just stuck with more whales. Whales don't want to just be stuck with whales. Whales need the free-to-plays to flex on them, to show their power, to show their might, to feel good. I don't know why. That's what it is. Like, you look at 3-on-3 freestyle, hot mess for that. Don't know why. Wait. Oh, hold on, hold on. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why people say, oh yeah, why would I buy a game if I can get a game for free? I'd be like, that sounds good in theory. Like, think about it like this, right? Why would I pay for gas at Shell gas station if I can get this Shell gas station gas for free? That sounds legit, but then it's like, oh, well, how long are you getting it for free before Shell gas station start losing money? Right? So now they're going to charge it more and try to make sure you can't get it that way. Now, you may still want free gas, so maybe you'll pay for it. Maybe you will, right? Someone else is going to look for that free. Again, I'm not saying people shouldn't look for anything free, but they're going to look for the gas to be free. It may not be Shell gas station. Maybe they go to Maxon, right? And they can get, gas there. Maybe they go to Exxon, right? They're going to get gas there. Now, if it's cheaper, they're going to go there. Now, Shell gas station is hurting. So it's either got to cheapen the gas and people would, to be there more, or they make it expensive enough for people to want to, or they're consuming to constantly buy. Now here comes 7-Eleven with their gas, right? They got a store. They got a whole store. They make their gas cheap enough because now you're going to go in the store and you going to buy their gas while going into the store, right? So not only that, they make enough money. They don't make it a monopoly, but basically they buy everyone out of business. When everyone's bought out of the business, hey, let's hike that gas price now. Where you gonna go? And no one else selling gas. And if they do have gas, it ain't better than ours, right? I don't know what 2K did. That's in a sense what I wouldn't say Genshin did it, but they made it free. They knew people were gonna pay. They started doing that. But now Genshin in trouble because the other games say, hey, you know what? We gonna make a game and make it good. By the way, shout out to them for making them making other gacha games and making them good. Great. Right? Now what also happens, sorry, brain fart. Now that other game became great, but now Genshin gotta figure out a way to get their money again. They can't, they're not gonna just lose money. right? And they want to keep their fan base happy. They need the free-to players to stay because the whales aren't leaving. They put too much money in here to leave. Now they got an investment in Genshin. Wouldn't you want people to be around where you put your money in? I mean, I would. I don't want someone going elsewhere. I want them to stay where I'm at. You know? Here's a better thought, Honey Bunny, right? Come on. Bristol. BT, nah, join me. Join me on my server. So, Trey, why are we join you if we're the ones together and you're the one solo and we got other people that's playing in? Why would we join you? Now, of course, you know what happens there, but you had an investment there. I forgot the Nemesis. You already had investment pulled for her. You're trying to be a benediction man. Why would you go to the next server knowing you ain't having all those pulls you just had? That would make no sense. You're not moving. Why would I do that? That sounds stupid. From my perspective, why would I move if I know my benediction already put all their pulls here? Why would I move? That makes no sense. And I was like, besides, can I rely on you to help me? Can you help me? You're by yourself. You can't help us both. Whereas if you join us, we both can help you. Now, he didn't have any money invested. I think I probably spent like $5 maybe at that point in time. I'm really not sure. But I was like, I don't want to do that. What happened? He ended up not playing the game. I was like, nah, I'm mad you would have went there. It would have been even harder. Now, granted, the whole server came together, but still, it would have been pretty hard. That's what I'm saying. Right? Look at example, Cyan and Purple. They probably still play Genshin to this day. They have a lot of money invested in Genshin. They tried to play Tower of Fame. Oh, we could play this like it's free. And then there was like, oh, then they played the game like it was Genshin, but the problem was it wasn't Genshin. Then they felt like they were losing out because it wasn't Genshin, right? So they went back to what they invested their time/money in. Then they tried to get me to get back in the Genshin. No, I'm not going back. I already got my time invested in the Tower of Fantasy. If I'm going anywhere, I'm just leaving off gacha game. Makes sense to me. Because now my investments feel like investments. Yeah, you would have imagined you would have joined them on the server. Got him. Point of view, decision on the investors. From our with the bigger investment we have, but he didn't see it like that. I mean, Trey started seeing things from my perspective a little bit. I forgot the name of the game we were playing. And I was like, yo, I could play this character and do the old word. I had to prove to him that I could play his role just like he can play his role, if not better. So now he sees, hey, we can both do the exact same thing, but I had more value elsewhere. Hey, you know, maybe Tactics know what he's talking about. I do. I wasn't mad, but I know I didn't have to tear him out because I already knew how things worked. Now, I was hearing him out for what he likes, you know, a preference thing, but when it came to knowledge, like I already have all this knowledge. You can't teach me something I already know. To the point I was setting him up because I had knowledge. And it was a co-op platformer fighting game. So he only liked to play like DPS. I remember saying he liked to be a tank. I was like, no, he liked DPS. The sound of a tank only sounds good because, oh yeah, I'm tanking. But you know, a tank normally has a way for a big damage outburst too, like an IRL tank. It's real bulky. It may seem a little slow, but when it fires, it fires. So from that perspective, I get it. I was like, Trey, you're not built for this lifestyle, man. You are a DPS. And you keep trying to do something different. By the way, there's nothing wrong with being a DPS. Just know everybody likes to be that. And that's the weird thing. Like, people aren't aware that everyone likes to be a DPS. So they'll say, oh, he's not good. He's not good. If he makes like one mistake. And I'd be like, yeah, y'all so quick to blame. By the way, I'm not talking about Trey. Because I can tell you this about Trey. Yes, he had a bad take telling me to join him on his server on Tower of Fame. That was a crazy idea. All right, get that out the way. Right. Normally, when I play any kind of game with him, he likes to play DPS. Yes, everyone else likes to. Get that out the way. I'll tell you something about Trey that most people will not say. Man, if you call Trey out on something, not in a horrible way, just say, hey, Trey, can you try to do this for me? I'm trying to make it in the best scenario for you, but I need you to help me a little bit. He listens, which, I promise you, I hear other people talk about Trey. I'm like, y'all not looking at the positives that Trey has that can help y'all. Like, I try to look at the positive for everyone. Why? I want to be good. I want the team to be good. Because me and Trey was playing on the run, right? It was me, Trey, and we was playing with randoms. Now there was times Trey blamed around. I was like, Trey, I can't. We just got cooked. They had better team chemistry. I messed up the game. They messed up the game. We knew these things would happen. There was times where I tried to trust the random a little too much because I was like, if I give the ball to Trey, I know he's gonna shoot this bad shot. But I know if I keep the ball, like, I'm gonna lose it. That's my luck with the random. Because I saw it go up bad. I'm like, I gotta try something, right? Now again, that was a bad idea. There was times, I started over dribbling. I over dribbled. Reasons I didn't want to lose the ball. And I saw how we was losing the ball beforehand. So I was like, well, maybe if I do this, we won't lose it. We did. Could a third player made it different? Maybe. And I still gotta get better with alley-oops and communicating I'm going for alley-oop. And you'd be better off reading when people are going for alley-oops. But yeah, communication, man. That's not basketball reference. That's gaming reference. You should always be able to communicate with your team. Like Honey Bunny was like, look, I'm lagging. I can't do this. You're lagging. Okay. Try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but try it. Follow a DPS. I'm going to look where you're looking. Wherever you're at, I'm going to put you behind the enemy. So the other DPS gets near me and he dies. Hey man, he in a bad spot. He better learn to follow you and the other DPS. I was like, because you can set the tone of where the heals are if you stand in a location, right? So I can set the tone and say, hey, I will put the enemy here so we don't have problems. And I was like, it's working good for me. Got a nice clear. Then the DPS that wasn't following a little bit was out of sync. I was like, hey, all you had to do was follow the other DPS. Follow the benediction, follow your support. That's it. In a basketball game, you want to be great. Understand what each other's strengths and weaknesses are. Like I don't know much about Wakizu personally, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm taking shots at him, right? But yeah, he was like, man, I don't shoot because I'm not the scorer. I was like, what are you talking about? You're not the scorer. You wide open, shoot the ball, right? God, I don't know about it. He's like, oh man, this person could have done this, he could have done that. Bro, he made sacrifices for you to play and you ain't performing. That's a you thing, man. You can't ask this one guy that was dominating the paint, now to be on the outside of the paint, and you tell him, oh yeah, now you got to be a shooter directly, and you keep passing the ball, he's contested. What do you want him to do? Create? He's like, I'm passing him the ball so you can shoot. But your pass has no value. You can't say you passing the ball and your pass has no value. There's a difference between Jason Kidd passing the ball and Tim Thomas passing the ball. There's a difference between Luka Doncic passing the ball and, well, Heath Van Horn passing the ball. Like, we can keep going back and forth with players. Like, well, I can't use Devin Booker. Devin Booker is a underrated passer to me. But you know, there's differences. So if you're playing like a game where tanking is, there's a difference between like a tank that takes hits and a tank that values survivability. Like, I'll value survivability. So there's times where I'll take a hit, but I'm trying to minimize my hits. Where someone else trying to get, you know, as many hits on them as possible, it's like, yeah, I'm doing my job. Look at that damage I took. I was like, yes, but you're making it so your healer has to heal more. You should minimize how much a support has to heal, a healer has to heal. I'm not saying don't take a heal, but make it so you don't have to have as much pressure on them. I promise you, anyone who's playing a support role, they like someone who thinks like that. Like, I played a support before. I don't want people taking damage. They don't have to take damage. Don't get me started on how many DPS I've seen. They're just getting hit for no reason. I got to do all this extra healing. It's just like, if mana existed, I struggle. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Like, when it comes down to it, people just want to have good teammates. Like, I promise y'all, when it's all said and done, people just want good teammates. But people don't know what a good teammate is or how to have a good teammate. Like, for example, I'm not here throwing shade at Honey Bun, you know? Right? She wasn't aware how to be a good teammate at first. When we play Genshin, I'm like, you just can't say you're going to just play attack. Just have me out there dying. Awesome. You got to give me something to defend myself with. Because if I'm just here throwing you shields and heals, if you make any mistake, it's pressure on me. Then she finally was like, you know what? Yeah, we could try this. Man, I was out there doing damage. She's like, well, you can do damage. Like, yes, I've been able to do damage. So now we're both doing shield. Hers was healing. So in a sense, whoever was doing the most amount of damage was going to be in the form of tanking. Granted, she had a bigger burst damage. I was doing more damage over time. Therefore, I had more damage overall. And it made it easier for us once she started realizing. I was like, yeah, look, see, now you don't have to worry about being focused. You can still do damage. I'm still taking care of myself. So when you see like I'm starting to get low on health, we can work this. Made life easy. She's like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. Everyone else you played with was a little different. They forced you to do something. And it became a little harder for you. Make it easier. Make it easier. And like all her friends were surprised, like, wait, how was he so good? I'm like, you don't have to have time invested to be good. You have to know what you put in the time to be good. And that means we don't need a DPSD on the look. If you got anything that can help support within your field, use it. It don't hurt nobody. If you got something to help you, you know, stay alive more, use that. It don't hurt nobody. There's no just you say, oh, I'm mainly like the DPS. I hear you, but you have something, like put like 1 or 2 things that can help the team. And it goes a long way. Like that's all it really is. Like, do you have anything to be helpful towards someone else? If you do, hey, use that thing. You never know what can happen. Now, Easy was playing. He did something. I was like, oh, hold on, you got it like that? I was like, hold on, stop everything, do it again. You were shocked. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? We're going to win. New objective. You know, anytime y'all got something that works, nah, man, I'm changing everything up. Teamwork makes a dream work. Not everyone notices that though. Like especially with a player that plays alone and they say they have no friends, it's an indication of something. I'm not here insulting. Because if you're good at something, like gaming wise, if you're good at something, you will make friends. You will make friends. You don't have a choice. Especially if it's team-based. I don't know how many times on Smite, I made friends. People yelled at me, oh, yeah. But once they started seeing like, oh, I did this for you to survive. I know I died, but I died for you to get this extra EXP. They go, oh my gosh, he gave me free EXP. Now they want to be your friend. Why? Because they know you got a way to make them better. It's how it works. Like, am I mad at it? I ain't mad at it. But you gotta do it. You gotta do whatever it takes. Like this was the Honey Bunny, right? She was telling me, hey, these guys keep blaming me for this. I'm like, so yeah, I mean, I know it's not her fault, but I was like, well, why would they blame you? Right? They said they didn't do this, they didn't do that. I was like, yeah, I already know what happened. You're using Lyra, and she had to place these heals on the ground, whereas everyone runs all over the place. They don't take stationary healing. Like it's not your fault, but you gotta find a way to chase them to heal. I don't agree with it, but that's what they're saying. Again, I don't agree with it, but you're gonna run with randoms. So I was like, I'm not blaming you. It is what it is. Just like I don't know if y'all play against. There's a character named Kokomi, right? Now again, I got burned because I was like, nah, I'd rather use Barbara, right? No, Kokomi is better. It doesn't matter who's better. She has stationary heals. Don't care about the stationary heals because everyone runs around ragged. You know, Honey Bunny, no, she's better. You don't know what she's talking about. Come on now. I speak with reason, right? But I was like, okay, you're still getting to know me. I understand that, right? Did we said that? Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Who else was it? I think it was Flip. He was like, nah, Kokomi better at healing. I was like, I'm not saying who is better at. I'm saying we'll be better off for you. Right? Anelia, now Bailey. Right? I'm just like, yo, I'm not saying that y'all wrong. I'm saying that people play differently than what goes on. Right? Then they saw it. They watched it happen. Especially Honey Bunny said, she's like, oh. I was like, uh-huh. What the? Why did I go look down there? My fight money. But yeah, saw it instantly what I was talking about. Because Flip ran away from every heal. And I'm like, look, ran right out to AoE and asking for a heal. That's crazy. You ran out and asked for the heal. I'm like, see, that's why I was talking about I'd rather use Barbara and I'd rather. It wasn't because Coca. It was because these goofies will run away from the. I understand. I was like, yes, that's what I was talking about. Not who is better. The scenarios are how other people think. Hold on. But yeah, when that happened, I'm like, they didn't understand the objective. Whenever, and again, you can say, oh, well, you know, Chris didn't tell Flip where the heal was going to be. If you're fighting and the heal gets dropped on you, I don't want to hear where they're at. Oh, jeez, what's happening? Am I lagging on this game? I go way back over there. But yeah, like if I throw a heal at you and it's on the ground, and you got healed before and you walk out of it. Now I can tell you, hey, you walk out the AoE heal, sure. Yo, where's the self-awareness though? All I'm asking is where's the self-awareness? Because there's no way that you can blame someone else for what you chose not to do. Yeah, I'm having lag. Unless I'm am I loading something up? Couldn't be. But that's what I tell people, like when you play a co-op game, it could be a great experience or a horrible experience. What the heck? Maybe I'm tired. But I love when you can play a game together, work as a team, and something good happens. Great feeling to work as a team. At least for me it is. Maybe I shouldn't speak for others. Wait, I am lagging. I didn't even see the what's it called get thrown. Well, I'll be able to beat this though. Hmm. Yeah, I just don't want to block it. Wait, I didn't put the hearts. Where's my hearts? I love team games. That's part of the reason why I love basketball so much. And I'm not telling you like, oh, if you love team things, play basketball. Let me make sure that's not what I'm getting at. But man, that's why basketball is such a beautiful game to me. When everyone's working together, and it's very effective. Hence why James Harden has not played the finals yet. As much of a team player he is, he doesn't sacrifice for the team. Like I feel like that Houston moment may have came too early. Not saying he couldn't handle it, but maybe it was too early for him. No, I can't block. But yeah, teammates are so great to have. That's why when I play the Sonic festivals, I love those just because it's a team event. I am lagging. The delay is strong right now. I'm just testing my speed right now before I go into this ball, just so I can have an understanding on what exactly is going on. Because I'm not sure if it's... I'm really not sure if it's my net or it's my computer. There's a Kearney in Arizona? Ooh, gosh, no. I think it's something on my computer. Like a task manager. Watch Farever's resources be so high right now. Do I have on high? I can put on medium. Maybe you putting on low? Or maybe just too many people on right now. Oh, welcome back, Dizzy. I was just talking about teams in general. It's a beautiful thing. So that's going to be something we will see in the run. LeBron correction mode? Oh, really? But if I put on the colorblind mode, people won't like this. Like, this is good to me. Okay. This one is good for me to see too. But I know it's not what everyone else is used to seeing though. So it's like, now what? Oh, this looks perfect. Well, I guess they look perfect because I'm able to see everything properly. I don't still think no, not that one. This one is the best one for my eyes. But I'll turn it off for everyone else. Let's run at them. Here we go. Ooh. Uh-oh, getting on health. I'm not sure if this is my nut or not. Like, Farever is using so many resources right now. Okay. Oh, we got the perfect block. We got the tornado. Man, I really don't know how many people are gonna buy the run though. I see a lot of people wanting to play it. Bro, I see a lot of people not liking it. Like, I don't know what you heard on Sony and Ricky re-up. I never really liked his takes. Even if I can agree with it, certain things he said, I go like, I'd agree with parts of it, but then like I would still be disagreeing with them. Like how he said, no one talked about Live like they talked about this game. I'm like, but they're two different genres. Like, as much as I love Live was still trying to be a simulation game. That's the penalty it had. Whereas, what the? Oh. What's it called? It's not trying to be simulation. So them for simulation feature that some people are looking for. That makes no sense. Like, I don't know if he's just like a huge live head, because like I said, I love live, but if you're telling me that was a good simulation game, I'm calling you a liar. It did not simulate the NBA whatsoever. Fun, yes. It did not simulate the NBA. Oh, welcome back. Yay! Well, that B is beatable. I just can't beat the other B. You know, litmus test for NBA placement as for overall ratings. 99 is GOAT. Okay. No disagreement there. That makes sense. 98, 97, all-time great. 96, 94, superstar. There are going to be some anomalies here, but I'm not against this so far. '93, '92 All-Star, 91, '88. Wait, '93, '92 All-NBA, 91, '88 is All-Star. This, if this talking about the video game, this can't be true. Like, I get where they're coming from, though. I get where they're coming from, but it can't hold up as true. Because then you'll say, where do you place Ben Wallace? Ben Wallace is an all-time great. He's an all-time great, but he was never a superstar. So how do you balance that? You know, like that's gonna be an issue, right? If we consider Reggie Miller a superstar, okay, I'm not here to debate that, but then like he's not gonna be a 97, 98. '70s below reserved for G League. That sounds dumb. 79 to 77 starter. Okay. Wait, how is an elite role player gonna have a higher overall than the start? 86, 80, 87, 86 borderline all-star. Okay, I gotta ask. Was this someone talking for 2K? I don't mean it's not rude, I'm just simply asking. This don't again, it's more like I can pick out anomalies, but there's players who are all-time great that aren't superstars. So that's where my issue lies. Really, that one. That one and an elite role player and starter. There is no point in time where someone can tell me that well, obviously gonna be an all-time great, so I guess you won't say anything on that. But an elite role player, that's someone like a Lou Williams, right? You can't tell me Lou Williams is better than Mike Conley. You can't tell me that. Like if we talk about Ginobili, so he's an elite role player. That man was a borderline superstar, though. He was borderline. Like, as you saw him play in the Olympics, he's the best player on the team, and he's had superstar potential. Goes to the Spurs, comes off the bench. Now he's an elite role player. He can clearly be a starter. Elite role player. He made an all-star team before, so okay, now you got to be an all-star, right? So Monty Ginobili, from that point of view, yes. Did you say 90, 91, 88? Okay. I'm not here to debate that. We look at Tony Parker, you're going to say he's wait, I am debating that because he's the all-time great. I don't know if he made all NBAs, but he's the all-time great. So you have to move him up to something else. Yeah. We can start poking holes in this too easily. Nah, it's too easy to poke holes in this. But I get where they're coming from, though. From 2K and current players. It doesn't work. A 76 and below reserved for a G League. So what about Lou Dort? I don't know Lou Dort's overall. He's not a G League player. Unless you're gonna tell me he should be in the G League, right? I see him as a. So Lou Dort's at 82. Do you feel like at 82 sounds good for elite role player? Because then I'll say, what is an elite role player? I'm not here hating on the man. I'm not trying to take his money away. Because I'm gonna ask, what's the difference between an elite role player and a starter? Because this don't make sense. Because if I look at I forgot the dude's name, James Posey, like, that's something that always just stands out. That's an elite role player that came off the bench. But in 2K8, he was like, what? A 76 at best? But the guy was good. Could have easily been a starter. Cal Bridges, Dylan Brooks, OG Anunoby, Kristaps Porzingis, and Aaron Gordon are elite role players, which I agree. I want to know what's the difference between an elite role player and a starter. You get what I'm saying? Like, because your elite role players can come off the bench. So the elite role player cannot be a starter. And the elite role player can be a starter. But then a starter is someone that starts. But what is your starter as an elite role player? Like these are things like I'm not sure how I'm going with this right now. But we're talking like, if we're going like all-time greats, and it's just like not a today thing, but like we're talking peaks, I would ask this. Why would Kristaps Porzingis not be an all-star? If we're talking about peaks, I don't know what we're talking on. Because you can't be a GOAT, right? And we're just talking about like what year you're in. Because now arguments can be made. Unless, did Porzingis never make an all-star team? Because what is Kyle Korver? He made an all-star. I don't see him as an all-star player, but he made an all-star game. So what are we considering him? Like, hold on, let me look to make sure I'm not trolling. I saw he made an all-star team before. Maybe he didn't though. No. He made an all-star one time. 2017, 2018. See, so would that mean anything? Like a starter? Like, if we're saying Jamal Crawford falls on the starter and not, what's it called? Borderline all-star minimum? That sounds crazy. Because he legitimately made an all-star team. He was a number 2 option in New York. And then when it came to see, so we're talking about today. Then okay, now who's 99 overall? See what I'm saying? Like I'm poking holes in this because this doesn't make sense. Because that means there's no GOAT in 2K. Can't say Jordan because he's far out his prime, right? That's what I'm saying. Like these contexts matter. So you're gonna say Wemby is the greatest of all time? That don't make no sense. I think you could agree on that. That makes no sense. But I'm not hating on the man. But getting the chip and starting next season makes you the greatest of all time? It's not even him improving. You don't have to quote. Well, I mean, you know, he's improved. I'm not gonna take away from him. But that ain't it. That ain't it at all. So it's just 4 years in, he gets 1 chip. We say, yeah, he could potentially be there. Like, what's Wemby's overall right now? He's an all-time great for being 4 years in the league. Like, what if he just never played another game again? He gets labeled as all-time great forever? I need more information on this because clearly there's information missing right now. By the way, I'm not saying Wemby shouldn't be a 97. I'm not questioning the overalls. I'm questioning these labels. But wait, is David Lee still in the league? David Lee ain't in the league anymore, is he? If he is, he fooled me because I know nothing about David Lee in the league. Okay. But see what I'm saying? Like, but which David Lee are we talking? Are we talking Golden State David Lee? Or are we talking about New York Knicks David Lee? Like, which David Lee we talking about? See what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm saying like the names give the confusion. I'm not questioning the overalls. I'm questioning what we naming it. Okay, Golden State Warriors. You said what was he? What was he? A starter? I make the argument he should have been quote an elite role player. Because he played a role on that team. The only reason why he didn't play a role anymore is because he got injured and Draymond Green took over and played defense. Unless you're talking about once Draymond Green got the go-ahead, then okay, I get you on that. If we're talking about that scenario. But he wasn't benched because of what he couldn't do. He was benched because of what Draymond could do. You see how like I'm just going back and forth to understand? I'm not saying like one's right and one's wrong. It's just you can poke holes in some of these arguments. But if we're not using David Lee, so let's just pull him out because I don't think that's a good example to use. Because everything else out of those, I can say, no, Jamal Crawford can't be being used for my. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him be used for an example because like the guy's clearly an elite role player. He's like his last game, I think, dude dropped 50. You know? So like some of these are anomalies too. So it's like I don't know. Was Josh Hart starter? I can agree with Josh Hart being a starter. Andrew Wiggins starter. Greg Monroe. Like, see, like this is when Greg Monroe as a starter, and it's like you don't put him as an elite role player. Like maybe I'm confused on Greg Monroe. Isn't this dude like one of the best rebounders in the league? So because he's the best rebounder in the league, I'm like, yo, he's elite at his role, so he'd be an elite role player. But then it's like you can't put him as an 82 overall, would you? But then I'm looking like, well, why would I say Lou Dort and Greg Monroe in two different tiers? I don't see them in two different tiers. Because then I would ask why are they in two different tiers? Because I personally don't know. This one I personally don't know. I see one as an elite defender, and I see one as an elite rebounder. And I'm not saying that he should have a higher overall, or Lou Dort should have a lower overall. I'm not looking at that. Because like that's confusing for someone who's coming in and trying to get an understanding. Like, that would be very confusing for me. Because if I hear, oh man, this man's elite. Okay. What's his role? Defense? Okay. So he's going to be a lockdown defender at 82 if he can't shoot, right? He got to be locking down as a defender. SGA, Joker. Okay. SGA, Joker, Giannis, Luka, and Wemby are all-time greats. Well, you don't hear me debating that one. The only reason why, and I'm looking at overalls. Overall, you say because now I'm gonna start questioning things on 2K. I'm like, why is Luka a 97, right? That man can't play no defense. So what those stats going into for that 97 overall? It ain't going in the dunk. Don't tell me it's going in the dunk, and don't tell me it's going in the speed. So I want to know, what are these stats? You get what I'm saying? Like, now I'll poke holes in the overall for certain players. Definitely will. Like, for example, I'm going to use an example way back when, right? In fact, I'll ask you, who do you think is the better player? Steve Nash or Amari Stoudemire? I can put this here. Maybe I should keep that. Maybe I'll make a rogue. Okay, right? Now, we're talking about when we were on the same team, right? By the way, one's a two-time MVP. I don't really like MVPs to show who's better, but they're on the same team. So once on the same team, I can use a lot of these accolades to go ahead, right? Nash had a lower overall. In fact, I think he was a second. He was a third highest overall on his own team back on older 2Ks. Like Amari Stoudemire and Sean Marion were higher overalls than him. Prime Nash. Take that into consideration. I know Lowe doesn't like it. No, because it doesn't. Okay. I'll explain why he wouldn't use it, right? So again, an MVP does show greatness in a player. That is true. But now, if I go like, yo, Steve Nash was a two-time MVP, right? We're not about to say Steve Nash is better than Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, than Tim Duncan. No one's gonna say that. And you know what? Someone is gonna say it. This is why when people talk about Curry not having an MVP, it's like no. Well, the Finals MVP. Oh, Iguodala's better than no. Stop it. Like it matters until it doesn't matter. It's like season stats to an extent too. Like your stats matter until they don't matter. Yeah, Curry's better than Russ. Russ, how many MVPs did he have? Like we're not about to sit here and say Russ better than Curry. That's when I'm looking at these overalls. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the overalls, but Are they all on the same tier? Like, I know I'm gonna sound crazy. Man, it's about to be a real hot take. I don't think. I don't think it's about to be a hot take. So be ready. I don't think Wemby and Jokic are in the same tier. I think Wemby is in a higher tier than Jokic. It's not like he's way better, but if you're asking me who would I rather have between those two, it's not a thought process of me saying I'm taking Wemby. So with them being both, all-time greats, that's what I'm questioning. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying they're not all-time greats, but they're both having similar overalls when I clearly can see one plays better than the other. That's me. I'm not saying, oh, he blows them out the water, but one is better than the other. Like if I'm giving Wemby a 98, I'm not giving Jokic a 96. Like I'm just using that as an example because it shows they're close. Well, they're really close to each other. And I don't see that personally. And yes, I know I'm gonna get hate if I say, yeah, if I gave, Jordan a 99, I'm not giving, no, that's a little different. I probably would give LeBron a 99, 98. No. Throw that out the way. Okay, if I'm comparing like Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler, if I give Michael Jordan a 99, I'm not giving Clyde Drexler a 97. He'd probably be like a 95, 94. So, hey, one is clearly better than the other. So I give Wemby a 98. I got to look at Jokic and say, 95, 94. So like when I look back at them, like, I don't know, man. But now I want to put out there. I do think Wemby's better than SGA, but I don't think it's a huge difference. I don't think it's a big gap. I think it is a lot closer. So before I look too crazy, but I don't know. Maybe I'm holding defense a little differently than others are. Because looking at both sides of the court, if I only see someone on one side of the court, I'm like, how are they so high? Because I immediately ask, where are these stats going? That's what I do. It's not me trying to hate if it comes out that way. I just don't know where these stats are going. Like, if I see Lou Dort as an 82, I'm like, okay, well, I know he can't shoot, so he's not getting shooting stats. Where are these stats going? Like, man, you tell me his defense about to be 99? Again, I'm not hating on him having a. You want to say he got 90 on ball defense? Hey, by all means, go for it. I'm not trying to hate on that. But I just want to know where these stats going. That's the main thing. Oh, hold on. This man out here just told a lie. This is not Kevin. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. He ain't getting away with that. They was out there in that game for at least 2 hours on stream. I'm gonna tell you now. I got Wemby matched at Jokic because Jokic has outmatched Wemby every time I've seen them play. Yeah, I'll ask this then. And this ain't this. How do I put this? You believe Jokic is a better offensive player than Wemby, right? I don't think we're going to disagree on that, right? Okay. Do you think he's way better than Wemby on offense, or just better? Because I think he's better. I wouldn't say way better, but I say he's better. I agree every day of the week. But if I'm talking about an offensive matchup, yeah, I'll take Jokic. Not for one-on-one purposes. I'm talking about 5v5 basketball. Just in case someone else listens to this later on. I am talking about the 5v5. But yeah, I just don't think I think Jokic is better than Wemby offensively. I just don't think he's way better. But because I don't see him way better, this is what makes me start questioning it a little bit more. Wemby did respond within those matchups. Not that it's a bigger gap. Okay, right? Okay. So we both are aware that Wemby still has offense, right? But Jokic is a better offensive player. I gotta ask now. Do you think Jokic defense is on the same tier as Wemby? Because this is why I start having a thought process. I can't say he's better. He's best defender in the league, right? So we're admitting that Jokic offense is better than Wemby, but Wemby's defense blows Jokic defense out the water. We're saying that, so I'm asking: if you look at it from that perspective, how do you think one is still better than the other? Because if you look at matchups, they're going head to head. Okay, that's the matchup head to head. We're talking about the whole league. Like, I don't believe putting Jokic on the Spurs make them better. Their defense definitely going to drop, and I don't think his versatility matters as much. But I'll tell you now, if I put Wemby on the Nuggets, that team gets better. That's why I'm stating that Wemby is the better player for me. I'm not gonna say that. Oh yeah, if I see Wemby and Jokic to be picked, Jokic is trash. I ain't saying that. That sounds crazy. But I don't see a world where I say, yeah, man. You know what? They're both there. Let me get Jokic. Jokic offense, I think Jokic is a better playmaker. I think Jokic is how do I say? Because playmaking and shot creating is kind of the same thing. But I don't think that is. I think if I just needed one and say, yo, I can throw either one out there and I'll get that. So I'm getting 10 possessions, I can throw either one out there and I won't see a huge difference. I might see a difference, but I won't see a huge difference. If I need a defensive stop, yeah, I put Wemby out there every day of the week. Because I know Wemby's giving me something. Yeah, I can't. Jokic has the willingness to want to. He can't do it. Hey, I'm sorry. I can't do it. That's why I'm like, I don't put them in the same tier. That is why I don't put them in the same tier. But we are going by what you gave me for the test. If it's not that, then yeah, I'll put them in the same tier. If we're just saying, hey, are they both superstars? Yes. I would say that. But this 2K thing you gave when it came with the overalls, nah, bro. They're not both having 90, 97, 98 overalls next to each other. No. Mm-mm. Something got to change there. No way. You can't sign me off on that one. I'm not signing off on. Look. By the way, I'm the Giannis guy. Remember, I'm the Giannis guy. But you also asked me who's better between Wemby and Giannis. Yeah, I still choose Wemby. Now look, I love me some Giannis. So if you ask me who I'm picking between Wemby and Giannis, I'm gonna choose Giannis because he got more of that stuff I like to see. Right? But that's me prioritizing a favorite there. But if I'm not trying to prioritize a favorite, you just put player stats next to each other. It's like pick one. Probably gonna lead to Wemby. If it says center, yeah, I might choose Giannis. But if the stats is out there say pick one, yeah, choose Wemby. If we talk about the run, I only chose Giannis because I know everyone's shooting, so I played a role there. But if I just had to pick one, yeah, I pick Wemby. Shoot, you still me choosing Wemby a little bit. I use some Wemby. It's cool. He's gonna get better, but we ain't talking about get better. It's just who's better right now. Is that tier list, man. That's what messes it up between the two of them. That tier list, how they go overalls. Because you ask me who's better between Wemby and Luka, I'll be honest. Like I think Wemby's better, but I don't think it's like, oh man, a clear cut of who's better. You know, or you put the stats on a piece of paper, I don't know who to choose. I think that's fair if I don't know who to choose. But yeah, it's a lot easier for me to look between like Wemby and Jokic because they're both playing center. It's a lot easier for me to look at those. Overall, yes, overall rating values. But that's what I'm saying, right? So if you see someone at 98 overall, that's a high value. So it's like, what is putting into that 98 overall? That's where I was going. That's where I'm going at. So like, say for example, J.R. Smith in 2K, 2K7, 2K was maybe like a 76 overall. Rudy Gay was probably like a 77, 78, maybe an 82 overall. When you put those MFs on your team, they felt like Michael Jordan, bro. I promise you, instant buckets. But we knew what went into those stats. That's what I'm getting at. I knew what I was getting from those values. But there was someone that had a higher overall than J.R. Smith. I'm like, he's supposed to be the better player. He ain't dunking. He ain't shooting. He ain't guarding. Why is he a higher overall? I have to actually look into the stats. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. He just had more awareness. And I mean, when you look at it from JR standpoint, he's not really the most aware player. And that's not me hating. But the guy's nice. So it's like, okay. We still gonna choose J.R. Smith. I don't care about the offensive awareness and defensive awareness. The guy about to steal ball. I have too many years on 2K and looking at overalls. So when I see an overall, like that's what I'm saying. What's in the stats? It's not me trying to nitpick if it comes out that way. That's we had to learn that, you know, earlier times of 2K. We had to. If you did not know, man, you was in some trouble. Not a lot of trouble, just some, just some. Like, I don't want to sit here and say 2K was harder back then. But you just, everyone had IQ. You was not going to get into a game and say, yeah, I'm not going to have any IQ and win. A lot of people got cooked on those older 2Ks when they didn't know what the overalls brought into. Like, what was it? I was playing against my homie, Chill Will, Ill Will, Blue Steel, right? That man was dunking all over me with Josh Smith. I was like, I can't. I know I had Kurt Thomas. I was like, I can't use Kurt Thomas playing against him because I can't win. Or was it Tim Thomas? It one of the Thomases. I had to take him out. I had to put in Max Seal. I was like, yes, we got Max Seal. Low overall, but he was giving me more. His value was a lot higher because Josh Smith wasn't dunking no more. Josh Smith wasn't dunking as much. Josh Smith wasn't scoring. I had that man locked up. I'm like, wait, now he getting dunks. He getting dunks. He dunking everything. I was like, wait, let me look at the lineup. They took out Max Seal. Okay, let me put back in Max Seal, and then I was able to start winning again. I was like, bro, I really gotta constantly keep putting in Max Seal because the game can automatically try to change the lineup. I didn't. I said, yeah, I didn't know this random bigs bad as during 2013, 2017. Because yeah, it's weird. It was a weird era because it was like moving into the guard era. Even though we'll say, oh yeah, with Kobe, T-Mac, it was still like at that point, it was still a big man league, but it was evolving as watching through those eras. That's what was going on. Yeah, because they don't teach post moves now. They don't teach post moves. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't. No, they should, because you need every aspect of basketball. That's what it was like. Oh yeah, Cat, get DeMarcus. DeMarcus like, well, why did dude trying to post me up? Cat don't know what he doing in that post up. Now, I don't know if he knows now. I haven't watched too much Cat. One time he's not a post up player, but DeMarcus, man, was posting up everybody. That's why I was scared when I saw DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, and the same time. Oh my gosh, no, we can't do this. They're gonna take the lead by storm. But Anthony Davis had injuries. DeMarcus Cousins had injuries. I was like, hey, y'all just got lucky. So lucky right there. That would have been the game changer. It would have changed the game if they could have been on the same team. The fact that they can both post up and they both can shoot and they both can handle the ball, it would have been the best team. That would have revolutionized the bigs in the best way, but they got injured. And I know I'm favoring bigs. Yes, I know. But the fact they can post up while still handling the ball and shooting, what are they shooting threes? I don't know if they were shooting threes at a high clip or making them at a high clip. But the fact they can post up, them MFers could run the break. They could run the break. That's what JaVale was trying to do it too. I mean, okay, it happens. But, you know, it is what it is. Wemby with a post game with a real powerful will break the league. You know what's crazy? Wemby don't even need a power forward. He doesn't need a big power forward or center. Wemby can easily play either one of those positions. Like, all honesty, get him a center. Get him a center. So let Wemby play power forward. But also have a power forward, you know, in your back pocket too. So now you can have power forwards, center, power forward. Because then Wemby can adjust his game to who's on the court. Then the other team got to adjust too? Bro, there was a reason why Dirk was hard to guard. Dirk was playing center and power forward. The man shooting threes, posting up, shooting the mids, pick and roll, pick and pop. I was like, dog. Was he the best player in the league? No, but he was too effing versatile. It was hard to guard him. That's why that 2011 team was smoking everyone. No one could guard Dirk. But even if she was able to try to double team Dirk, yeah, the teammates I was able to do stuff. So it was like, bro, it's impossible right now. That's what it was. It was an that team was too good, had too much work for them. That is what we was running into. What are these bright void particles? What is this? I can just make more armor. Armor pen. Crit. But I'm not start making this stuff with crit. I need some paper and powder. But yeah, man. Wemby has whatever he wants over there. He just needs a just some bigs that can be versatile with him. Get him a power forward, great. Get him a center, great. Make sure they can rotate those players around. He can change up his game. I mean, I don't think coaching is going to be a problem. And that Spurs team has a future. I mean, of course, you still need, your wings and your guards, sure. But I'm just talking like, simply having like the bigs that can be versatile around him. Not one big to be versatile with him, like two bigs. Like you got like a center that's going to be a pick and roller. Maybe you got a power forward that's a spacer. Yeah, we're not talking about the guards. Like even if they didn't have guards, like it's another conversation on the guards. Due to the fact Wemby can make those guards better. Like you ever heard the gravitational pull, right? Like Steph Curry has. Wemby has that, right? Because of how great Steph Curry was, that's why Klay Thompson was great too. Klay Thompson was a shooter regardless, but it made him greater. Kevin Durant became greater because of him. Like, that's what I'm looking at. Like that's what I'm like. We don't need him to have these great guards. I mean, no one's saying not to have them, but he really just needs a big over there, power forward, center. You need one of each at minimum that he can play with. If he can have chemistry with them, the future is bright. It's bright for him. That's what he needs. What? What does this make? Okay. That's really it. I'm just building around him, and I notice you said yourself they need a power forward. They don't have a power forward. I'm like, well, I mean, the power forward is great, but Wemby can still play power forward. And given at his height, overdose. They might say, oh, he can still play center overdose. Yeah, but some of those centers, like, some games you might say, you know what? I don't want to get bumped by this big guy a lot. We have a center that can bump this other guy. Just in case, hey, what means to come off the court, or a fast break happens, people got to do all these switch arounds. Like, it's harder to guard someone when you can't focus them. So they can get a big that can make it so it's harder to focus them. That's what I'm trying to get at. Wait, why does everything here say feet? Everything say feet. Hands, ducks, hands, faith, Farever, feet. Oh, I can get hands. I might just buy some paper. Hold on. Yeah, that's what if they want to be an all-time great team, right? I mean, they could do it even now potentially. But if they really want to and they have trust in it, Get Wemby a big that can be versatile with him. Well, bigs that can be versatile with him. It would change for him. Because again, you can say Wemby needs to get better. Sure, he'll get better, but it's like sometimes you get better by what's around you. You know? If we want to see Wemby better, give him some players around him. Telling you. But at the 4 and the 5 spot, not a 3 that can play the 4, legit 4s and 5s. Now you got a 5 that can play the 4? Great. You got a 4 that can play the 5? Great. There's no 3s that can play the 4s. You know, no 3s that's going to try to play the 5. I don't need Paul George playing the center, okay? I'm telling you. It'll just be different. Because that person going to be impractical with me too. That makes a huge difference. Especially if they guard him differently, he's going to get used to different looks while in practice. They don't practice a lot, but you will see them practice at times. It's like, oh, we can build some chemistry. Then when games happen, they're going to communicate with each other. Why? Because they're going to all be flexible players, so they're all going to naturally communicate. I can get vitality enhanced. Okay. Oh, I could have got strength enhanced. Oh, I got vitality. Okay. I wonder if I can put them both there. Everything's hands and feet. Why is everything hands and feet? Hold on. That's the vitality. I'm gonna try the strength one first. Okay. So asking if I want to replace it. Okay, so you can have one at a time. Okay. Curiosity kicked in right there. Man, can the run be any slower to get here, man? Wait, can I cook? We're getting a bunch of food. Necklaces, though. Opera setting? All right, another one of these? Wait. Level 6, level 10. Hmm. That has crit armor pen, but it has magical pen. I don't care for magic pen. Get that crit. Cut amber. I don't have cracks. Oh, I can make that. Cut amber. Now I got strong cut amber. Oh, I can get crit. And on pen? Ah. That's level 15. What level am I? I'm level 12, so I can't even wear that yet. What is this though? Copper setting, I need 4. You know, more of those players. Wait, more of what players? Ah, for the run. Who knows? Like, if I'm again, I'm not here saying I have any inside information because I don't. But I would assume there's already like, you know, the day 1 patch is already going to be there. Not saying, oh, you have all the cards online. Like, I think it's gonna be like a day 1 patch. They might add a few more players. Plus, there's some players we didn't even use. Granted, like you got to use spin cycle. No one got to use Babito, right? Now, man, oh, you look at the stats, not that good. Hey man, stats don't always tell everything. Stats be, you know, it gives you part of the knowledge, you know? So I'm quite curious to see what they will be bringing in. Armor pen? That just makes. I don't have enough of those. Oh, I just need 2 copper setting. We good. So they got like a player that represents every team. But I was like, not every team. We figured it out. I mean, they had players who were supposed to, but you know, trades happen. So no one's representing the Hawks right now. Now Ant-Man's the Timberwolves. I feel like I forgot another team. Ready to stretch. New basketball game? What's the other basketball game? Did the basketball game go under the radar for me? Unless I'm just overly thinking one basketball game was so bad, I just didn't pay any attention. Wait, hold on. Oh. Works for me. Practical basketball is free to play. I got to see how good bad. Oh, I'll be forgetting that. Yeah, Live had I would say Live had a good blueprint. I just don't think that was a simulation like blueprint. Like imagine if it wasn't NBA Live, it would just been called Live court. You just make your own player. They have seasons on it. Every season you get a player, you got to upgrade them. You could choose, you know, like it was on live, but like on top of having your primary stats, your secondary stats, depending on like how far you got into the season, you got to upgrade some other stats too. You're like, oh, every like 5 levels, like you could upgrade like a stat by like 1, you know? Probably could have got someone with that. Again, that is a random idea I just threw out there. I wasn't looking for balance, but you know. I don't know, something about it having to be NBA. Like I just don't think I think you can make a basketball game without it being called NBA. They got something called anomaly in one skill. Okay. Wait, we talking about NBA Live? I do want to play more NBA Live at some point though too. Oh, practical. Okay. Defense, playmaking, finishing, shooting. You know, now I'm thinking about it. I think that practical basketball game I played. I keep forgetting the one game. I hope it's the game I played before because I thought they were hard. I made that shooting guard defender, bro. I was just locking everything up. It was so easy to play defense for me. The shooting just felt weird. But like, once I started getting used to it, I was like, oh, I'm starting to make buckets now. Because I had a random teammate. He was like, how come you're not shooting threes? I was like, I don't think I have a 3-ball, so I'm just shooting twos. Because I'd rather make shots so you're not getting guarded than brick these shots for you. Oh, man. Honcho and Fitz, because his big man could not score on me. He was like, oh, yeah, Mouse in the house. Mouse? What mouse? I was like, you calling me a mouse, man? You must be a fly, because big out here. Well, it's funny, though. NBA game with 4v4. It was an NBA game that had 4v4. Then the game I can think that had 4v4 was Throwback 2Ks. There was another game that had 4v4. I'm for the 4v4s now. I don't know how no misunderstanding. I like 4v4s. Oh, going past 8 doesn't give you more experience. Okay. So what's the point of getting into 20? I don't know. NBA court side meets the east and the west side. Yeah, I gotta miss court side. That was so fun. Because even for his time, I know people say no, it was arcadey, and it's like GameCube 2000. I mean, most of these like games now are gonna look arcadic now. But I think that was one of the better games to play. I wish I could have seen more built onto it. It just didn't sell. I mean, being placed on GameCube only was already a this benefit there. I don't know why they only want to be on GameCube. But there was that. And then it was competing with other games. Like, I don't know why they allowed Live to be on GameCube, but you're going to have another basketball game that's only for GameCube. You know? Shot yourself in the foot. Oh, wait, I should start trying to go up. I've been down so long. I kind of forgot about this area. Person was about to die. I don't think he was aware of that, though. And a better one-hander. I wonder if I can do that dungeon again if I get a one-hand weapon, because I'm needing one. How would I get back up if I drop down there? I don't. I just fall down. Okay. Okay. Didn't fall down too far. really want to see how people like Jason Tatum. If my man gonna be in a zone and you can't do any crossovers near him, but you do, you're gonna automatically fall over. I want to see that. So I mean, you can just spam steal with them. If they try to cross you, you're automatically facing up, so you can just knock them over, right? That's gonna be something. Unless they changed it. I hope they didn't. See, but this is why when they say having create a character, I'm like, I just don't see the balance for it yet. Because imagine I can have something like that. Like I'm really fast. On top of the fact that I can steal the ball from you at a higher rate. I got good enough block. But I can still get to the back to the dunk. And shoot mid or threes at a good enough rate. Yeah, like that's what I kept thinking. I was like, bro, I don't want to run into that. Because like I know my creativity. Yeah, because like, I openly say like I would like that. I was like, but I don't know how they balance it. Because like for example, with Playground, it's like they didn't have to worry about no special move to be that strong. You know, so I'm like, okay, I'm for that. For the run? Let me get a couple minutes. Oh, there's a giant wolf there. Yeah, so like I'm cool with that. But could you imagine? Like I'm not here trying to dog Trey, but imagine Trey. Oh man, I got mine in the zone, and I literally pop mine in the zone. He has range, the range extender one. I got the one that got the auto contest, and I just run around him and just spam steal. Even if he try to shoot, I either get the steal or get a high contest and he just bricks. He'll be saying it's broken. But no, that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to brick. Because then you'll just have three players just choosing the same thing. You'll have a point guard. I mean, you have a guard, a wing, and a big, all choosing that same one. Or two of them choosing it, and then like you'll have someone else that has like the range extender. And I'm just like, I just don't want to, I wouldn't want to be a part of that. I'd be mad. Because we already know you can make threes instead of four. But look, 5 and 6 stats seem great. But I feel like 4 is like the perfect spot. You can block stuff with the 4 speed. I mean, with a 4 block. You can keep up with everyone with a 4 speed. Or you can get steals with like with a 4 steal. I do the Cooper flag. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need these stats like that, right? I would have every stat around a 4, and then after that, see how much I can make my aura go. I would want max aura with stats of 4s everywhere else. You know, I try to make myself like as tall as possible. You know, with height and weight. I'm about to be a big that can do everything. And I'll get rewarded for playing defense. Probably people don't want to pass the ball as much. Fine. But even if I get the ball on offense, fine. I'll be broken. Know this to pass. I would have mind progression through comic epic legend minus a lot of grinding, but the game was so fun. We're talking about playgrounds. I didn't like how playgrounds was when it came to the common epic and legend. No, wait, why am I using this? Give me that. But the idea of it was good. The idea of it was good. Just the execution and the greed, yeah, that was the worst part of it. I don't know why I had to be so greedy. Oh, I messed up. Oh yeah, I like how Battlegrounds was. You chose your style of play it, and then like you just chose certain perks. I'm not sure you did get every perk, but even if you could, it was like, man, it wasn't like simple. You just play a couple times. And even if you could, it's like, okay, you can still take something like that and then place it in the game. You can even have that progression system, but then take some things from live when it says, oh, you have to choose one or the other, just so no one would be exactly the same. There's certain spots, hey, you have to choose this or that. It was like, oh yeah, you're gonna choose a guard, a wing, a big, okay, cool. And you go down certain paths, but you can't go backwards. But there's certain spots that say, oh yeah, you can pick these things up. But certain spots say, hey, you can choose this or that. But if you didn't choose like one part, you can't go to that part of the tree. That'd be fine. That'd be cool. I would even say, like, if you want people to have a custom character and it was like, oh, you can still like have them overpowered. Again, I'm not saying I want this, but you still have to unlock characters and then use them. So say, for example, you wanted, you know, what's I think it's called in the zone that you had extended range, right? In order to do that, you have to have a character that has that and played like at least like 500 games with them. 500 sounds like a lot, but it'd be something to go for. Or you're gonna say, oh, every season you gotta start it all over? You can make a smaller number. I think that'd be cool. Because it'd be like you watching them, you know, like watching film training with them, you know? Do you unlock it? Okay, now I can put this on my character. Oh, you want to be able to shoot. You're not going to get points there. Now you got to take someone with a shot and make those amount of shots with them. Not in one game, but just in general. Right? Now, even though you have that, let's say you have it now, it's like, okay, but now you start to use your player now. So you unlock like a cap breaker, right? Okay, you unlock the cap breaker, but now you have to use the player to make those shots. You might say, oh, it'd be too hard because you're playing alone. Play against the bots. Because again, you're looking to make your player, you know, OP, right? But again, it would always have like a reset like after every season. I think that'd be huge. Because now you see a good custom player, somebody's putting in work. Simple as that. Or if you want, you can make it easier. Instead of being you using a player that makes that, make it so your team has to make it. So let's say you want it to have a higher shooting, right? But your character can't shoot. My character can shoot. So now it says like, you know, make like 23 pointers. Now you're looking at me like, hey, B, you gotta make 23 pointers for me. So now I'm there shooting threes. I'm getting your player upgraded. Whereas like you play with randoms, you don't know what they're gonna do. So it gives more potential to team play, which most people go, oh no, I like relying on randoms. Make friends. I think that'd be a good idea. You can get better through team play. I'll be for that. But again, it's not like, you know, my idea is like 100% like good, but it's just something there, just something. I just missed that. I'm so mad. That would have been the last one. Dang it, I missed. Yeah, I would like that idea. You're gonna custom make a player. Again, it's not great, but I got the floor plan. I think everyone would be cool. It's like, oh, I want to get my dunk rating higher, but like no one dunks, so it's like, oh, you can be that guy to just dunk and someone that gets your threes up for you. It's like, okay, perfect. You know, when you get better at blocks, you gotta get more blocks. When you get better at steals, get more steals. Am I saying it should be exactly the way I'm saying? No, it's just, you know, with that, it wouldn't make it so much pressure on you alone. It'd be based on you and your team. But at some point, like say, for example, once your stats like a 4, it's like, well, at least like a 3. Like you start off with like all 1s, you know, and you work with your team to try to get stats. But once you're like a 3 or a 4, it's like, okay, now you have to do it. Idea was starting all 3s in every stat with a base height, weight, and hidden stat. Man, so another 3, man. The only reason why I said 2 is because like some players don't have stats above a 2. Even I think by beat are like a 1 and 0s at certain stats. Like the more weight, wait, hold on, let me see this. The more weight goes up and down, same with height, it fluctuates. I'm not sure that part. Yeah, I'm for hidden stats. Always like games with hidden stats. I know most don't. The reason why I like hidden stats, because it's harder just to copy and replicate someone else. For example, when I played Showtime, even though my dunk was like a 13 and my power was a 13, no one really paid attention to the fact that like I was having a good amount of weight too. So even though they knew my stats, they was like, wait, but why is he just dunking all over me? I had a lot of weight. But I guess that's why you run an offline mode for that too. Or not an offline mode per se, a single player mode. Because you can have online and it can be single player. Archetypes within the zone would be better for balance. Archetypes. So like, if you had a big, you wouldn't be able to have like extended range no matter what. Like that. Because it would limit some people to have certain play styles. But even within limitation, you can make something great. Like, I don't know if there's any like legit bigs that had like extended range. Like you said, KD's a big, I guess, but I put him as a wing. Like Wemby was shooting it from far, but he was defense, so that. If you want those 3 stars of shooting, you can have that, but outside stats would be lower. Outside stats. What do you mean by outside stats? I mean, other stats? Other stats? Because like I'm not against this. I'm not against any of this, by the way. I want to make sure I'm listening out there. I'm really asking just to get a better understanding. Because like say for example, I start the game, I'll say, hey yo, already know people gonna be trying to get the constant 3-pointers. I'm not gonna be a part of it. Let me choose maybe I'll choose like dunk. Or no, I choose like block or rebounding. Oh, that's such an archetype special. Oh, okay. So like, let's say I choose like rebound. It goes, bro, you chose rebound? Yeah, you be able to have block, but you're gonna be having speed like you expect. How highest your speed gonna be is like a 4. When you make yourself too tall, the highest gonna be is a 3. You know? So I can see that. But I do know people wouldn't want to feel limited either. So it's like, how can you have customization when you have freedom of expression in the game, but they don't feel overpowered as well? Or maybe you let them be overpowered, but with them being overpowered, they still have to work within a limitation before they can get to that point. Because I don't know if you played freestyle too. I like how they have this stat distribution. So it's like you already have a base stat. Like say for example, I choose like a point guard. I choose outside point guard, right? I choose that. Cool. Now I can still upgrade, my 3-pointer, right? The first 5 points I placed up there, it cost like 1 point. But then the next 5 points costed 3 points. So I was like, ooh, I don't want to upgrade this too much. So I upgraded like by like 10. I didn't go heavy into it. Whereas someone else, they maxed it. So it was like, after it cost 3 points, then like the next 5 upgrades, it costed like 5 points. Then the last 5 upgrades, it cost like 7. But like my base stat started higher, so I didn't have to worry about upgrading as much. So I had a lot of stats being placed everywhere else because I only really spent like 1s, 3s, and some 5s. Whereas someone else went all in on their 3-pointer, but they had less 3-pointers than me, and they had less stats overall to place because they spent too much in the category. So you was able to, adjust your base stats to be stronger if you really wanted to be stronger, but so it costed more and more the more you invested into it. Or we could look at NBA Street Volume 3. They're positioning 3v3, 4v4, and 5v5. Well, I never like playing the 1. So in like 3s, but like you see me play the 1, so it's not like I can't, but I prefer to play like the 2 or the 3. When it's 4s, I prefer the 3 or the 4. When it's 5s, I prefer the 3 to the 5. I'm basically like a big that could play wing. But like I'm not a prototypical big. I'm a flex big. That's why I choose power forward so much, because I flex between small forward, power forward, center. Like we played, I forgot the name of that one game that we was all playing in the fives. I made a forward, and I was clearly playing a 4. But there's times I played a 5, and there was times I was playing a 3. I was like, okay, in this scenario, the 3 is very difficult, but I played it. Yeah, best Draymond role. I randomly wouldn't let you on RB. Well, that was the weirdest thing. Like when we played the team, I was like, I know we got to play this because no one's gonna do it. I got stops. I had them on their knees, bro. I had them on their knees. That was too far. I was like, I got him on his knees. I got him on his knees. Got him praying to me. Bow down to a true pimp. That was funny. But like I did shoot the ball. I didn't really have much shooting, so I had to be like perfect. But I ain't had the stats for it. Like if I would have put stats for it, I would have lost on too many other categories. And seeing that we needed defense, like it was no tomorrow, I'm like. But like, you also remember where like I was like I could guard these players that are like shooting. I still had offense. Like when I showed Trey that shooting build I had. I was like, I don't have the buff for shooting, even though I could have. I could have went shooting guard and still had similar stats. But I didn't want to invest a lot into speed. So it was a lot of ways I can like invest in other stats. And then I had a natural, pass the ball and you give someone a buff. Like I was easily able to play a off guard. I probably could have been a main guard, but I just didn't want to. Because every time when I chose roles like that, it's like, yo, we ain't got no one at the 4 that's actually playing the 4. I was like, why? What's the point then? What's the point of me doing this if we don't have what I'm looking for? And I was like, it's dumb. So I was like, what's the point? That's why he's like, yeah, I'm trying to beat this SJ. Go ahead. Get the ball. I'm like, I need you to have the ball, bro. I can't have this ball this long. I need you to have the ball. You started to realize, oh, okay. You started cooking. I was like, there we go. I was like, we got you filling the role. I'm filling the role because you know Trey was only going to shoot no matter what. I was like, if he's only shooting, we're very limited. I was like, if he can move up to 99.3 and realize he can shoot better with a 91.3 as a shooter, because 91 and 99 there was no difference. Just 10%. 10% of 91 was gonna go to 99 anyway. The 91, it fluctuated, so I just went to 91 to guarantee it. And I tried it too with randoms. I was like, bro, it's easy to shoot. I'll just keep going for 99. You can save stats somewhere else. That's also, I don't know why he tried to be a forward. I was like, why is he trying to be a forward? He's not a forward. I'm trying to be a stretch big. Why? Why are you trying to be a stretch big and we're putting me as a small forward? Like, what are we doing? I mean, just play as a guard, make yourself taller, play a small forward, I play power forward. What are we doing out here? What's the Trey? It's like we already had a center who was sitting, he was gonna grab rebounds. Like, yo, you can't, it's hard to grab rebounds, bro. It don't work right. Since it does, I'm not gonna convince him. I'll just let him do it. I'll be the forward. So just in case you don't get the rebound, I got it. Get stops. It was easy. That's one thing I know in games. Like everyone says, oh no, you don't need defense. I don't know how many times I heard that, and it's like, I hear you don't need defense, but I always state, if you can get by with limited offense, and you're good offensively with your limited offense, get defense. What up, Antonio? Like you saw me with Cooper Flag. Oh, no, you didn't see me with Cooper Flag. But Trey was shooting so much, I didn't really get shots up. I'm like, Trey, if you stop shooting so much, it'd be easier to win. Because like Trey would shoot the ball, like we just got to stop. He was already launched. I'm like, bro, I just got the ball back. So like I'd be right back on defense, having to guard someone. I'm like, Trey, I need stamina, bro. I was like, I'm running out of stamina because you chucked the ball so fast. And he was out there getting blocked too. I was like, Trey, like a lot of the games we lost, I'm like, I was like, we lost because you're just getting blocked. I was like, I get it. Like, we're getting stops, but they're also getting stops, but I'm out of stamina. Teams were going in, they all play defense. Like, I was our defender. I'm like, bro, if I have no stamina, you're playing defense on your own. Think about that. You're playing defense on your own. And I was like, okay, I can't run that court, which I'm just gonna just play defense. So I can conserve stamina. And then we just wasn't scoring. He was like, yeah, you're not down here to score. I can't get down there. If I run down there and you shoot, then I can't play defense. So I either watch you get bad shot, or I gotta hold the ball, dribble through the double team, where I keep getting the ball ripped, or I keep falling over, which I don't want to do. So I'm passing it because they're double teaming me. I was like, not passing to Randall, the same happened to Randall. I'm like, bro, y'all don't know what a 2-on-1 is? I was like, this is very frustrating that I have teammates that don't know what a 2-on-1 looks like. And I was like, I can't guide it because I'm getting double teamed. So like, bro, there's nothing I can do. That's why I was like, I can't use 1B. I can't use it when we were playing. I was like, because he's not aware of my stamina. Now, Trey had 1B. I was like, yo, I'm aware. It was crazy that Trey was using 1B and he was not grabbing boards. Like I was still grabbing all the boards SGA. I'm like, what's happening here? He's like, no, I can use 1B. I'll get blocks. And like, who cares about your blocks, bro? All you do is check. Go back to KD, bro. Because he started bricking. He was bricking a lot. I was like, oh no. I was like, you bricking and you slow? Like, you don't understand what you do? No, please. Please stop. No hate though. It just, I needed him to, if he's not gonna have the IQ to be aware that he's making it worse on it, nah. It might be, but the weird part was like, he played on the basketball games too. So I'm like, bro, no, I guess there were freestyle games. So you're right. But even some of the games, like he played someone that didn't shoot. So I'm like, I don't understand. Here we go. I couldn't comprehend what he was doing. I wasn't mad, I just couldn't comprehend it. Because it's like, you know what it's like to not be someone that's shooting the ball. That's why when they was flaming like Waukesha, I'm like, why you keep getting these strays? Again, I'm not saying he's good, by the way. I'm not saying that. It's just he's been trying to adjust to what the freestyle community was giving him. That's like, bro, I promise you, if I played with him, he'd be playing better. Because I forgot that one freestyle game that we was playing. I was like, yo, Dizzy, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. I was like, I know what you're saying. I was like, you're not wrong. It just don't work like that. He's like, what? Dizzy, I know you're correct. Your basketball IQ is right on it. It's just the game don't work like that. He's like, what is this game? I was like, I know. The game doesn't work like that. But yeah, I don't know. But Trey was getting better though. Like, I can't even say he wasn't getting better. Like, you started to understand that he was just taking bad shots. Some shots technique was good, but it was Wemby. I'm like, bro, you can't just keep shooting in front of this Wemby. The Wemby clearly has range on the block. You have to know this by now. But technically he's open, it's just Wemby. That's why he wanted to use Wemby a bit, then he realized he wasn't shooting as good. Which is weird, because like I shot fine with Wemby. I'm like, how you not shooting? I'm shooting like it's easy. What's happening? But yeah, I had to go right back to what's dude's name? Scotty Barnes. I didn't want to use Scotty Barnes. Because he's in my opinion, he's too strong. But now like after using Cooper Flag, like, is he too strong? Like if you would have saw me using Cooper Flag, you'd be like, yo, what? I was able to steal everything. I was getting steals that maybe should not happen. Blocks that maybe should not happen. Then I got in the zone, bro. In the zone is just like easy defense to translate into offense. I was the same thing with SGA. Like SGA in the zone is so good. Like when you're in the zone, like it's 3-pointer, just like I know they got way back, bro. I felt like I had that to an extent. I was able to get to the basket and dunk on people. 2-pointers. They couldn't stop me from doing crossover. You know, I saw them holding the defense button. I was still hitting them with ankle break. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. That's like, oh, I'm understanding this game now. I was like, I don't think people have that understanding of the game yet. And it's gonna feel awkward to them when they see me doing stuff, but they can't do it. It's like, see, that's a skill gap there. People don't want a skill gap. They just want to nerf it so it works in their favor. Again, I'm not saying this should or shouldn't be a casual game or should or shouldn't be a competitive game. But I mean, look, if I got something that's working for me, it is not busted, but it only appears busted because they don't know how to guard it. Nah, don't change it. I still don't like how the trick counters on that game. I don't like how it is, but I live with it. I feel like trick counter too easy. But as much as it's too easy, a lot of people will reach. And when you reach, that's where you can use your crossover moves, your aggressive ones. Or if you beat them off the dribble, they're gonna look on the defensive button to catch up. And that's when you hit them. That's why I was going. I was like, oh, I'm out here looking nice now. That's why I was like, oh, I can't dribble through double teams because if I try to cross one dude, the other dude is gonna hold the defense button. So the other dude is reaching. Oh, okay. Because even when I push protect ball, he would just run behind me and try to steal it. So I was like, oh, I can't do that no more either. So I had to pass the ball. I was like, bro, they really double teamed me this hard. I was in shock. That's when I was getting mad. I'm like, Trey, they're double teaming the life out of me. I had to give up the ball. Like, and you're gonna take that bad shot. And like, they know you're taking the bad shot. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Supposed to be like a treasure chest around here? I guess not. Oh, it's over here. That's why. But I know Tracy, he getting in, but I don't really know. Like even like my bro, he said he getting it. I don't really know. Yeah, when people adjust, I was like, oh wow. I was like, they actually. That's why I was like, oh, this is a team. They're together. And I was like, we can't beat them at this rate. And like we was losing games because of that. And I was like, bro, I'm so getting tired of this. And Jerry was like, it's the random. No, it's not the random, bro. It's not the random. I was like, even if the random's taking bad shots, because you're taking bad shots too, I need you to not take those bad shots. Like that random, I'm not gonna blame because they're randoms. They don't know what's going on. They're trying to get theirs. I was like, Betray, I'm telling you what's going on. You can adjust. I can't make that random adjust. Yeah, I'm not betting money on it. I feel like he said, yeah, I got enough for this, but not enough for crosswords, and then he won't have the run. But you know, like I said, I could be wrong, but that's my thought. I'm all for getting proven wrong, but I wasn't proven wrong before. You know? Ooh, B Fury. $37 damage to any healing you. Oh, I just say heal weapon. Okay. I need a small cone. Okay. Cleave. Oh, nearby. Oh, is this a magic weapon? Strength, faith. Okay, so this is based on faith. I gotta start getting some faith now. Stats. Roman skills surround you with a hive swarm. Pin down nearby enemies a huge over 20% of the amount every 1 second. But yeah, I don't even know if my boy is getting it. Because they said they wanted basketball game to get into. I showed them it. But they both said yeah, but I don't know anything else. I can't pick these up. Bro. Oh, man. Bro. You ain't on the horse either? Oh, because I'm in combat. I didn't even know I was in combat. But yeah, I got the runs for this month. The next month, I want the new SAO game. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it though. That's $70, man. Wait, why is that happening? I got something around me. Don't cleave. I recruit some other people. I guess I have to see until they stream the game. Yeah, I don't know. What's this? Your weapon skills surround you with a hive swarm for 10 seconds. Amount of enemies. Oh, so when I use an ability? This is a weapon skill, right? That's okay. So that's a weapon skill. This is a weapon skill. Okay. Okay. So 2 weapon skills. Unless I go here and get a weapon skill. I can make it so I get more. Oh yeah, I want this because I'll crit more. And if I crit, get perks. Reduce all damage dealt by affected enemies. And this heals. Give me one of each. $15 seconds. Why I gotta wait so long? Magic resistance reduced by 40%. You gain as much magic resistance. That sounds cool. Man, that's a long cooldown. Each arm by 10%. 25% chance to poison enemies. Deal. Oh, that's good. There's nothing to reduce that cooldown? Oh man, that's rough. I can live with it. Oh, where'd that damage come from? Ain't that bad? I don't think it's me. I think it's the servers. Okay, there we go. Are those considered skills too? I didn't think about that. Oh, these are considered skills. Oh, but did it say weapon skill? Yeah, it does say weapon skill. So these are my weapons. Okay. Oh yeah, I like this. Oh, that wasn't there before. Oh, I can't block? Oh, yeah, okay. Don't tell my wife I'm playing. Well, I didn't have a headpiece before, so that's good. Oh yeah, the server's having some lag. This happens. But I do hope they have the servers good day one, because I believe that's the reason why everyone was saying blocks were OP. Because they didn't really start happening until too many people got in the game. Could be wrong. I can hope I'm wrong and it is, you know, change up how blocking works, I guess. I really don't want to change anything as far as on defense. I don't see anything that was too strong on defense. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay. Good amount of hits. Wow. I just bullied them off. Let's say 2 to 8. Oh yeah. This sword is good. Oh, I wish I would have had this sword in my last playthrough. I could have been giving other people free heals. Okay. Oh man, off the mark. Ooh, at least I get to get back up here a little easier. Come on. I got nervous for a second. Ooh. I don't want to do this part. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this part. I'm about to say, like, what? You're going to force me into combat? Okay, I got that. I'm about to say, like, bro, I'm pressing the button. The mini boss there. That hurts. No. Take your time, young man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't you rush to get up. Take it in your stride. Take your time. But these guns just straight up worse. Oh, wait. No, no, no. I want to go here. That hit me. Well, clearly me blocking ain't helping. Oh, there we go. Can't pick it up. Oh, I'm in the ceiling, bro! I think I probably should end the stream soon because I can't pick up half these items. Take your time, young man. What? Man, it almost didn't let me press the button. Oh, I didn't even have to be over here, did I? I don't. I'm over here for no reason. Don't you rush to get old. Ooh, treasure chest. Take it in your stride. Take your time. Oh. Oh, I got hit with that. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed those both. Mm. Yeah. Yes. I can't pick this up either. Oh, okay, there we go. No, 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 no. Man. Dang, man. Can I press the button? I mean, I can press it. I mean, I'm going to get anything any faster. Take your time, young man. Oh, really in trouble now. Okay, that's easy. I like that. You know what? Let's see if I can just fight them all three at once. I'm curious. Uh-huh. What the? Oh. EXP. Oh, of course you go up there. It's got trailer for practical battle. Oh, okay. Is it bad? I'm already thinking, hey, it's a Roblox game. It can only give you so much. Is that wrong of me? I think I've been stating that like a lot of the games have been that way. Which again, no hate on it. But again, if it's good, it's not even good. If it's fun, we I have to use the word good, fun instead of good because I played some games that were good before. They just wasn't fun anyway. Like, oh, it's good. How come I don't want to play it? Because even though it's good, everything around it isn't good. I have to go back up there. There we go. Got a helmet that gives dex. I don't need dex though. The strength is okay, but I might as well stay with the vitality. I need faith. How come I can't get anything that got strength and faith? I'll just take the vitality though. Gotta find slots where you see like this, strength and faith. Wait, you're on a 35% health and always critical heals? Oh man, I wish it was a critical hit. Oh, if it would have been automatic critical hit, I would have increased your armor by 10. Oh, that's cool. I'm naturally gonna be tankier. This has magic resistance reduced. I don't. I feel good with this already. I'm gonna end up wanting to upgrade this all anyway. So where's the magic resist? Reduce physical damage. I can't tell how much. Oh, dang it. No, please. Holla at me, baby. Faith, crit chance, crit bonus, crit chance, dodge chance. Strength, intelligence. Yeah, I always try to go with the word fun instead. Those strength, dex. Why does it have strength and dex? I guess right now it doesn't really matter. Actually, I mean, they just had to have strength on everything. I think an equal spread would give me more damage. There you go. What? That's crazy. I thought I had this done. All right. I'm actually gonna call it here. Okay, come on. I had fun. See if we can find someone to raid. But now I hear it and it puts me in the deep denial. I'd be lying if I said you wasn't on my mind. Or you're in my throat, so you'd be first in line. It really seems like you don't care. I'm feeling close and I'm stuck to stare. Why you always thinking I'm playing you? Must be thinking crazy shit on my boo. That hit me out. You're leaving me in tears, need you to repeat. Cause I feel like I know when you aren't there. You want precious jewel and I'm feeling like a fool. This piff cat. I don't know who that is. Hey, if y'all like more, hey, let me know. I read my PC. I haven't read my PC in a while. Okay, chat. I want y'all hear a little bit of something. Now y'all have a place to save this out. Okay, come on. I can't believe my baby girl really left me. Running without you and I hate the fact that cannot see. Really love the way you smile when I pinch your cheeks. You're a melody that my heart and hunger seem to see. When they used to hate your name, always crack a smile. But now it puts me in the deep denial. I'd be lying if I said you. Oh yeah, we had a little delay today. It really seems like you don't care. I'm feeling close and I'm stuck to stare. Why you always thinking I'm must be thinking crazy shit on my boo. Yeah, I thank y'all for stopping by, tuning in, showing love and support. I'm Black Astro about to get myself something to eat. But yeah, y'all all take care. Y'all be easy. And I'll catch you on the next show. We're gonna put a video out here later on tonight. Take care, everyone. Okay, chat. Wish I hear a little. Okay, chat. Wish I hear a little. Now y'all have a place to save this out. Okay, come on. I can't believe my baby girl really left me. Running without you and I hate the fact that cannot see. Really love the way you smile when I pinch your cheeks. You're a melody that my heart and hunger seem to see. When they used to hate your name, always crack a smile. But now I hear it and it puts me in the deep denial. I'd be lying if I said you wasn't on my mind. In my throat, you'd be first in line. It really seems like you don't care. I'm feeling close and I'm stuck to stare. Why you always thinking I'm playing you? Crazy shit on my boo, that hit me out. You're leaving me in tears.